all of the major factors are there for a major economic collapse right now. So first of all, you have your AI bubble, a machine that doesn't actually work or do what it's supposed to do. And the only way that it could make a profit in any way and avoid a giant popping of the bubble is to lay off the white collar class of worker. And guess what happens if those people get laid off? You have an economic collapse, period, and political instability. And by the way, the only thing that's growing in this country is AI data centers and ICE. All you have to do is do the math there, because what's going to happen is they've taken our tax dollars and they have created a fascistic secret police that will be the last refuge for people who have been laid off. That's it. They will be able to move them in there and basically create an army and police under their control. Which was it do? The next part of this, Danielle, you know what happens when people aren't able to afford to live in a country? They rack up debt. Guess what? We've reached the point of saturated debt. The people right now who are getting ready to lose their SNAP benefits, they're in debt. And they're in debt because that wasn't enough. And on top of that, the economy doesn't work. Everybody else, credit, maxed out at this point, okay? Also, by the way, consumer spending in this country, the only group that actually holds up consumer spending at this point is the top. That's it. So what happens if you take away the food benefits from people? They're not going to buy other things. What happens when you start laying off white-collar workers? They're not going to buy things. There is going to be no circulation of money. So what happens in all of this, Danielle? Let me go ahead and call it what it is. It is the intentional demolishing of the economy of the United States of America. Vulture capitalism. It's the exact same way that these financial firms will buy a business, run up as much debt as humanly possible because they're not responsible for it, basically steal the copper wiring out of the walls, and then they sell it and they make a profit or they chop it down to spare parts. The wealthy at this point have created a situation. They're not able to fix it, so they're going to run it into the ground.